One, two, 1, 2, 3.
Hi, I'm Jamie Lisk.
And I'm Stan Hart, and welcome to Films Unknown Cult and Kool.
What's the movie we're looking at today?
Well, we should actually, I'm looking at the sites there.
Yeah.
And then, well, today, wherever you're watching this, we're taking a look at a Takashi Miike film called Dead or Alive.
Yeah. It's a gangster film. Would you like to tell me?
Well, okay, like I've seen two movies before I'd seen this one, Fudo.
Yeah.
And I thought, I like Yakuza movies, lots of violence.
Everyone loves Takashi.
They're like the Godfather movies of Japan,
Yeah.
And so I'm popped this in the day I get it, and
what?
First 10 minutes, just blown away. I was like, unbelievable. 10 minutes of
it's totally insane.
Insanity that put to cinema. Like
even if you don't watch this film, just
like it was like after the 10 minutes was up, I was like, almost tempted to rewind it and watch it again. It was so cool, but I figured I could do that after.
Yeah, okay.
Like I mean, let's
get to the film, right?
We'll see where it goes. But it's like how can they top that? I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
And there, you see most of the 10 minutes are right in that trailer.
Okay, so basically what we have here is it's a gangster film, right? And it's about a cop. It's actually not about a cop. It's so much as it's about Yakuza triads, the cops. They're all like basically vying for supremacy in the Shinjuku area of Japan. Basically, it's like following the drug trade, and it's also involved. It also involves the families of the gangsters, of the mobsters. Yeah, their personal stories. The one guy has a brother. And then at the same time, there's a story about this cop, Yojimbo, who's played by...
The cop is Ayakawa. I would say it, but...
Or anyways, he's got a daughter who's got cancer, and he doesn't have enough money to pay for the operation. His wife is hounding him and stuff like that. And he's one of these straight-edge cops, and he's just, But what happens is he ends up seeking unconventional help to try and get some money for his daughter, a.k.a. he goes to see a mobster. Basically, gets some money, gets a loan from a mobster. And that's just one of the stories. That's his story.
And then the gangsters have their story. There's the head gangster,
Takashi,
which is...
Ryuichi.
Yeah, that's Ricky Tayauchi.
Yeah, Ricky Tayauchi.
And
he's
got his brother comes back from America, and he's setting up this kind of a takeover to take over from
his brother's kind of he's a student. He doesn't really want to be involved.
Yeah, he's like kind of Al Pacino in The Godfather.
That's exactly
what he's like.
But it doesn't go in that direction, of course. But something he gives his brother like the ultimate sacrifice kind of thing, and
he gets enfolded into it.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't really want to be, but he is kind of brought into it. But that's like a lot of movies you've seen. I know it sounds like, oh well, that's just a typical gangster film. But what's so different about this one is it's just crazy. The film is
you can tell it's a Takashi. It's like there's three parts to this movie. There's the beginning, which is it's almost like a rock video or something.
Yeah,
it's a violence,
hyper-kinetic,
it's just
really all over
violence, sex, and every cool thing.
It's like
every single cool thing you could possibly imagine wrapped up in 10 minutes of cinema.
No, it's like a rapid fire.
And then after that, it just kind of and it slows way down to a story, like a dramatic. Yakuza, like there's violent little part, like there's robberies, some of the hits and stuff.
A lot of really nasty stuff too.
But it's
it's a traditional gangster film. It's a traditional crime film. They could transport back to the 30s. I mean, you've seen these same kind of stories laying out back in those films.
It's exactly that kind of story. And then it goes from that. But all through you can tell it's Takashi Miike because there's all these.
He's got his trademark stuff.
Yeah, giant chicken. There's people drowning in shit. Yeah. So you can tell, and then there's the ending.
And the ending. Okay, I mean.
You want to talk about the ending right now? Let's kill the ending.
Okay, when I watched this film, I loved it. I thought it was amazing. I thought it was like from the beginning when there's a guy snorting a line of coke that goes up
across the whole warehouse.
Yeah, and he's literally like snorting this line, and then there's a scene where a girl gets drowned in her own feces, and I'm not kidding about this.
Don't forget the dog. Bestiality,
Oh, yeah, okay.
There's
a guy having sex in the bathroom, and the guy, he has his throat slit open.
Arterial spray.
Yeah, and this guy's trying to catch it like he might catch another man. It's just really strange. It's crazy. But anyways, what I'm saying, we get to the ending, so I know it's over the top, and I know that, but then it kind of relaxes itself.
Yeah, there was nothing right.
And then it goes crazy again at the end, and I hated it. I thought the tone didn't fit. I mean, it didn't fit with the tone of the film. I mean, the tone of the film was, it's a little over the top here and there, and it's a little crazy, and they're showing you some stuff, but then it gets really stupid. I mean, and not in a good way. I mean, I'm sorry, but I don't want to see a guy pulling a freaking, you're getting to Looney Tunes time, all right? I'm talking about Warner Brothers stuff, like a guy pulling out a freaking bazooka from his, but it's not there. And I'm not going to, just because it's a crazy film or he's experimental, doesn't mean you have to be stupid. And that's the way I see it. Okay, you can do that, but don't do it. It's stupid.
Okay, I have to agree that the ending does not fit with the movie. But it's still a cool ending.
No,
I thought it was way cool. It's like all through the movie, it's almost like a chess game. There's like the cop and the gangster, and the cops die, and then the gangster kills his partner, and then the gangster's brother gets killed, and then he blows up the cop's family, and then finally it's to the the last moves of the chess game, and meeting a few cars.
Yeah, and he says literally the last scene.
And that's it. He says, this is the last scene, and it's like that was almost like a break from the movie, and now we're into this extreme. And actually, I saw in an interview with Takashi Miike how he explained the ending.
Yeah, I saw it too. Yeah.
Was that he had these two stars, because you probably don't know who these people are, but these people are two of the biggest Asian film stars in 1999. It's like two Al Pacino and Robert De Niro in the same movie.
No, it's not exactly like that.
Well, it's not like that, but if there was a movie with Robert De Niro and Al Pacino in the same movie, Hollywood would go, we could write the shittiest script. We don't give a shit because people are going to come and see it, and it's going to
Let me
make
do
us
it this
money
way.
back. And that's how he looked at it.
Okay, the one
He says,
guy
just having these two
Yeah.
people together, we're going to make our $250,000 that we spent on
Yeah.
this movie back, so we can do anything we want.
Yeah.
And actually, the bunch of him and Ricky, I can't say his name, but anyways, the actors got together. They put together this great sat and wrote, put it together themselves, and and the whole point was to show that he could do whatever he wanted.
Yeah.
Take it just as far, and that's
But
Takashi Miike's trademark. It's going beyond.
Just because you can doesn't mean you absolutely should.
Why not? That's his film style. That's what he does.
It's not his style. I've seen his films. They're not that kind of crazy. They're not outrageous like that.
You never seen Itchy the Killer? That wasn't crazy?
Well, yeah, that was the film, though. I mean, it didn't get crazy at one point in the film. At this crucial point where you're wanting to see what happens, how these two characters are going to resolve. I mean, they're both dying. You know,
that was it. There was like this point where they both shot each other, and they should have just fell down dead, and that should have been the end of the movie there. That's where it should have ended.
Jason,
but they just and then stopped.
You go to see Freddy vs. Jason, and Freddy vs. Jason are duking it out.
Okay.
Okay. Jason pulls a freaking bazooka from his body. I mean, you're going to go.
The fact that Jason keeps getting up.
But even in a film like
after
that,
getting killed, when he was
stupid.
Killed as a child in the first one,
it doesn't matter. I'm just trying
the whole
saying
Friday the 13th series redundant. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I'm saying that even in a film like that, where you expect outrageousness, you'd be surprised if Freddy pulled a bazooka out and blew the guy away. But this, the guy who pulls the
that to me, exactly. You would be surprised, and I would be.
What?
I would be like, hey, that is a surprise. Wow, this is better than the last.
Some people groove on it, some people don't. I'm not one.
Friday the 13th.
I was really disappointed with the ending. I love the film. I thought it was amazing. I don't know. I thought it was.
It was an amazing film.
But what he said about he was talking about the actors. And he said that he'd gotten an actor who was a V actor.
V cinema
video.
That's like shot to video,
Yeah.
straight to goes right to the DVD
Yeah,
shelf.
and so when I was watching him, it was almost like he was saying like he got the biggest action movie star, which would be like Harrison Ford, say, and then he got the biggest straight to video action star like Jean-Claude Van Damme or Steven Seagal, and he put them together in the same movie.
Yeah.
He let them groove together, and then what happened was this, and he was really experimental. He was going wild.
Well, see, he was saying because there's like before this, there's like hundreds. Like I've been to like Chinatown, Toronto, and you go to those little shops with all these like thousands and thousands of different VCDs because they don't not like Blockbuster or something where there's 100 of the same.
Yeah.
They have like every movie's a different movie, and there's like all these Yakuza movies, but most of them are not subtitled or whatever. Like before that, there's a whole genre of them, and at the point when this movie was made, which was 1999, that was just starting to
emerge.
They were starting to show these kinds of films in theaters, where previous in Japan, the only things that showed in theaters were like imported Hollywood movies.
Yeah.
But then they started getting these little small theaters where they show these movies.
Yeah.
And so this was his wanting to cash in on that, to get these actors together that would give this a theatrical release.
Yeah.
And give it and show it to people. Wow, that's unbelievable. That was way better than
what?
Bridget Jones' Diary or
something like that. Yeah, I know. I mean,
you know what I mean?
I didn't care for the ending, and it kind of ruined the film for me to some degree.
I've seen the sequels, 2 sequels to this.
Well, I've seen the second sequel.
With where they're the angels.
Yeah.
That one was pretty. I didn't really understand it, but are they angels or are they two little boys that grew up together? I don't know.
Even this one, though, it's hard to understand. I mean,
exactly. Well,
there's aspects of this film that I.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what that thing you pulled out was kind of. And then it's like, where can I go with that for the second film? And then the third one was even cooler.
Yeah.
It was where the cop in this one is a cyborg. Well, actually, they're both cyborgs. It's more of a Blade Runner-y thing. Yeah. It's kind of cool.
Well, there are elements of the film that I really loved. There was like, you could see elements of French New Wave. You could see Tarantino's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The guy, there was really amazing.
Outstanding filming. Like visually. Yeah. Visually grabs everything.
But I don't know. I recommend the film. I just wouldn't recommend watching the last 5 minutes of it.
So where would you end it? Like right when they shot each other?
After they shot each other, and it should have just faded to black, in my opinion, or something. But I wouldn't have gone the direction he went.
That would have been the way that.
That would have been conventional.
The conventional people would.
But that's not the way he chose.
But I mean, what do you want in the guy? The guy's like.
You can do it. as a filmmaker,
Takashi
I'm usually really open to stuff.
It's like
right?
they have the Masters of Horror thing. You've heard that story.
Yeah.
It's like we'll take 13 people, give
No, I
them,
know.
directors will give them white cards, do whatever they want within their budget, da 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 da.
That's
They got all these American guys, and they give one to Takashi Miike, and he goes, well, here's my movie, and they say, oh, good. We ain't showing it.
Why? Why?
Because it was over the top.
Oh, it was over the top. Okay, then
It
that's
was not,
I never heard that story actually.
yeah, they wouldn't show us things. They had, what's that guy's coming in, did a thing called, Hackle's Tail or something tail.
I don't know.
They had to get somebody else
Somebody
come
else
in
to
and do the 13th one.
Oh, I didn't know that. See, I never
They
heard
shot
that.
it really quick, like, because they wouldn't. So he finished his and released it to DVD
Oh, okay.
as part of their thing, but
Yeah. I never
like
heard
I've
that
seen
story.
it and it wasn't. Yeah, okay, it was.
It was bad.
It was not bad. It was just
Like
there was abortion in it. There was fetuses floating in the river.
Yeah.
And stuff like that,
Well, I mean, for that.
which is not, I guess, for show.
Well, you're never.
Because that's showtime.
Well, you're never like the stuff you see in this film. Even in the first 5 minutes, you're not likely to see it in many other Hollywood films. I mean, it's just coming at you, and there's so much stuff, and you're like, "Oh, what's he gonna do now?"
Well, that's
like
what the first
a
10
clown
minutes.
walking down the street, and he's got a
Grabs the shotgun,
he's got a
but-
gun, and just stuff like
The
that.
coolest thing in the whole movie to me is that guy. He's just, you see
Oh,
him all
yeah.
for the first 10 minutes. You see like about him in about 5 separate shots, just piling down these bowls of noodles and bowls of noodles. And then when they finally come in and attack and are shooting everybody, he's running for the door and they shoot him in the back of the shotgun and the noodles just
fly out right at the camera. It's really it's a cool effect. It's a
that's
very cool
awesome.
effect.
Like,
But I don't know to say that I'd recommend it, but not the end. I mean, you might like it.
This is essential Asian cinema, Yakuza film watching.
I know.
If you've never
And
watched,
not a lot of people. I mean, not a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people didn't like the ending either because I saw.
Yeah,
it.
that's
I
true.
read up on
I
it.
can
and
see
I wasn't the only one that didn't like it.
I can understand it. Like I like the ending, but I can understand where
I
you
don't
would.
mind a director getting crazy and experimental, but I don't know why. Just because you can doesn't mean you have to, or you should. Just because you can. I mean, I don't want to see. I don't want to watch a 1930s musical and at the very end see everyone start killing each other, like cutting
See,
their heads off.
that
To me, that'd be
beautiful.
stupid. It doesn't fit with the film, But I don't know. That's just mine. But you
It's a
liked it.
surprise.
You're a
It's
big
like-
fan of this film, so
I don't know. It's
what?
like you get a cake and something pops out of it.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
It's like a surprise.
It's a surprise, but it might ruin the everything that came before it.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
It risks doing that. I mean, if you want to take that chance, but it's his film. He can do whatever he wants with it. And you liked it.
I liked it.
I
Definitely.
liked it a lot. So I mean, I'd recommend it.
Yeah, definitely. And Itchy the Killer. Takashi Miike said if you get this one, actually I should mention there's 2 versions of it. If you rent this, you're probably gonna miss 7 minutes, so you're not gonna see the girl in the poo. You won't see the noodle thing.
The noodle thing is cut out.
The bestiality thing and some of the bathroom sex. And
The guy's,
But still, from what I've heard, it works cool.
Yeah, well, I mean,
without that stuff.
you gotta watch what you got at the time, right? I mean, who hasn't seen some
Exactly. But
it
then,
was edited. But I don't know. I guess that's it. Where do you get it?
well, you get it. There's like about 5 different.
Yeah, you can get it anywhere.
You can get
Amazon.
Go Amazon.
Amazon carries it. Everybody carries it.
Yeah, Rogers Direct has it on their video.
Is it uncut?
Yeah, that's the uncut. That's the uncut.
Anybody
In Canada, we're in Canada, so we don't have to worry too much about Blockbuster cutting their. Well, Blockbuster cuts their movies in Canada,
but anyways.
Exactly.
But anyways, that's I guess that's it, right?
Yeah. Do you know what? I did see it. No, it was part 2. Is that the corner store over here?
Where?
The one over by on the corner, the kitty corner to Tina's Pizza.
Oh, really?
They used to have it on the shelf there for
Really? It was like a mom and pop store.
Yeah, it was mom and pop
Oh,
with
okay.
the owners,
Oh, okay.
Asian Cinema.
That's kind of cool. Mom and pop
I
store.
thought that was
Carrying, Takashi. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know. So that's it, I guess.
that's it. So yeah, watch film and check in next time.
Yeah. Signing up.
Okay.